Going live? It's live. All right. Hey guys, this is SebCarrasco here, otherwise known as Sebastian Carrasco, and I'm joined by my buddy,
Brian Mendoza. How are you guys doing?
and we are UniverseofTheBluTubers. So we're trying something new, and we're going to be doing a co-review, our first one. Hopefully it works out. Please leave your feedback. We really want to improve and, please you guys. And today we'll be doing Escape Plan. So, Brian was actually the one who introduced me this movie. He sent me a free code. He was doing a contest.
Yep.
And why don't you tell them kind of just a quick plot synopsis, and we can get going from there.
So, I guess Escape Plan's about Sylvester Stallone. He basically breaks out of prison if they're escape proof or not. So, he gets sent to this prison, he gets framed, and now he wants to. I guess that's kind of the plot, I guess.
Yeah, that's I would agree. That's pretty much it. As I'm just gonna elaborate on the other few details. Basically, he is a co-owner of this company where he tests prison systems to see how well they work, how foolproof they are. That's basically his job. And for this job, he's sent to this like ultra super secret prison, but it's actually a trap. He's actually getting sent there for life. So it's pretty much that. So there weren't very good reviews of this movie, like on Rotten Tomatoes and stuff. But I was pleasantly surprised by the movie. I quite enjoyed it. What about you?
I loved it because, one, they're my two favorite action heroes in one movie for the first time ever. And really, this movie didn't get that much good reviews, but this is a big surprise. I really love Escape Plan a lot.
I felt like it was quite an underrated movie.
Yeah, me
Obviously
too.
there were many problems with it. There were problems with it, not many problems, but there were problems with the movie. And of course, it did have the kind of classic Stallone and Arnold stuff that you'd see in a movie. But for like an escape movie or just kind of like an intense movie, I did quite enjoy it. And I always loved those kinds of movies, like heist movies or escape plan type movies because you know that, or unless there's some sort of crazy twist, you'll know they'll escape from these like inescapable places. But you're like, how the hell is this going to happen? And I love that. I think that's really exciting.
It kind of reminds you a bit of The Rock a little bit. Just a little bit. Uh,
Michael Bay's The Rock.
yeah, not the
Yeah,
wrestler The Rock. Of course not.
yeah.
It feels like one of those late 90s movies that is just so good you're going to have fun with it with the popcorn and soda. And
Yeah.
yeah, this is probably one of my favorite action movies of last year.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but I did enjoy it quite a lot. I think that, well, I think I want to just kind of talk about some of the problems first before I talk about the things I like. I don't know how you want to do it, but I think part of the problems I had is they tried to introduce this storyline about Stallone's like daughter and family, that something happens to them, and that's why he wants to kind of do this company. But they don't really expand on that, and I kind of wish they did, kind of get some more backstory into that, but they kind of didn't. They kind of just left it there. They kind of just threw it out there and didn't do anything about it. How did you feel about that?
Uh, it's been a while since I watched it, but uh,
You remember when he's drawing on the table of a picture that's in his office? He's
uh,
scratching into a table.
was that when they were at the office the first time? Right?
No, that's the scene when his female coworkers looking through his drawers and they see this painting done
I'm
by
doing a
his.
live thing right now. Sorry. My
Oh,
bad.
that's okay. Well,
Yeah.
there's this painting his daughter does, and anytime he talks with Arnold's character, he's like scratching the painting into the table. It was done by his daughter, and obviously something tragic happened, but they don't really explore into much of the backstory into why Stallone's character does what he does in the first place. So they kind of dropped the ball on that.
Yeah, they should put more of that. It kind of.
Because it would have been interesting. You could have learned a lot more into Stallone's character. It would have
I
been a
re-
really nice character development.
I wish they show like flashbacks. That would really interesting.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. You know, and then you can see him founding the business and stuff. And yeah, I thought that would have been really interesting, at least because I think it was a good pace as it was. I think what is it, almost 2 hours, like a little under 2 hours or something.
I think it's 1 hour and 50 something. I
Yeah,
don't really remember.
exactly. And I felt like they could have added maybe another 10 to 15 minutes of intermittent flashbacks. And I think, I don't know, that you could have learned more into his character. I don't know if it's just me, but I kind of, and guys, this is a bit of a spoiler alert here, but Arnold's character is this guy called Victor Mannheim. I kind of saw that from a mile away, even though that's supposed to be the twist of the film. Did you see that coming or not? Because in a way, I kind of felt like that kind of took away a little bit from the experience with me, because I kind of was suspecting that from when we first meet him.
Uh, well, once again, it's been a while since I watched it, but
Well, Arnold's character is Victor Mannheim, and
was he
um,
part of the plot? I think.
yeah, that's the reason why his character is in jail, because he was supposed to be an associate of Mannheim, and they want to find out his position so they can get a ton of money. But I was like, ooh, I'm getting the suspecting feeling that Arnold's character is Victor Mannheim.
Uh, I feel like I need to watch this movie again, but I remember some parts of it at least. But some people had some complaints about the build up to the climax of the film, which I thought was kind of interesting to see. Like I don't think they ever done this before, like putting a person work trying to test if they can break out of prisons. I don't think they did that before in any other action movies I've seen.
No, that was interesting, and I also thought the location of the prison, that was a cool reveal. I was not expecting it. I won't spoil it for anyone, but where the prison, the actual location of the prison, was incredibly creative. I don't know if they've done that in another movie before, like with that type of thing. I know in the movie Lockout there was a prison in space, but the location of this prison was very creative, and I thought that was cool.
I still need to check out that one. Uh, it kind of reminds me of the movie Face Off a little bit. I really want to say the spoiler where this prison is in Escape Plan, but it kind of reminds me of that a bit.
Mm, but I definitely thought that was very creative, and that's definitely one of the pros of this film. One of the things I did enjoy quite a bit about this film.
Hmm.
Um, I think as for the villain of the film, he definitely creeped me out quite a bit.
He was menacing. That's
He was menacing.
yeah,
He
he
was one of
definitely.
those. He was one of those guys that like he's so menacing because it's not like he's much of a fighter. He's just incredibly authoritative, and everyone does what he says, and he just has that kind of creepy aura that you just don't want to mess with. So I thought having
I,
him as a villain was kind of cool.
I really like the design of the prison. It looks really nice. Also, the guards kind of creep me out because of their
They,
masks.
yeah, I like that too. That was really cool. I thought, yeah, that was awesome. They did a good job with the extras, with the guards, because they could have easily just put them in generic uniforms, but this time they really you get that creepy aspect. Did you ever see the movie 300?
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
those soldiers with the silver masks? That's who they
th-
kind of remind me of.
oh yeah, those guys. What were they again? The Immortals, I
The
believe.
Immortals, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Did it kind of remind you of that?
yeah, a little bit.
So that's definitely what I liked about the film. Before we come to more of the things we liked, I'm just trying to think of a couple other things that I didn't really like. Of course, I think kind of just throwing 50 Cent in there. I don't know why they keep doing that, because like he kind of does the same thing in all his movies, and it's like not really necessary.
This is the only movie I've seen them in, and I was
He's
like,
been in a
what?
couple more movies. Yeah, why did they put him in there? All he was there was to look menacing and swear a lot. I
It was
mean,
it was rad to see him in there.
yeah, there was no reason for him to be in there, and I thought it was kind of annoying. Um, I thought seeing what's his name, Vincent D'Onofrio as the partner was pretty cool. Um, I want to
The
get your
one,
thoughts on that. I just need to check in on something for 1 second. I'll be right back.
I can check on. Oh, it's Jim Caviezel. He's the warden. What? What's going on? Okay, guys, just hold on a second. So we'll be right back.
So yeah, I thought Vincent D'Onofrio as his partner slash who he becomes by the end of the film was really cool. Um, I thought the way Stallone breaks out of prison was incredibly ingenious, using all these different moving parts. And I kind of liked how the Muslim guy that he tries and help break out of prison was the guy from Iron Man.
Yeah, I didn't recognize him. I watched it because
That's
he
really
looked
cool.
familiar.
I thought that was cool. I kind of thought how the way they played racial relations in the film was like kind of hammy and ridiculous. Like I didn't really feel like they were being very sensitive towards at least Muslim religion and stuff. Like they keep doing that in films, and that kind of annoyed me. Especially at the. Do you remember at the end of the film when they give him the guns and he like starts shooting up the guys in the hallway? I thought that was, in my opinion, I thought that was a little ridiculous.
That was kind of random.
Yeah. Um. All right. Well, it seems I'm getting called to do something else right now. I have to help my family with. So let's kind of. I really enjoyed doing this, but let's kind of wrap up our thoughts about this and give it a score. So yeah, let's do final thoughts. So we'll start with you.
I thought the acting was pretty good and the action was great at the end. It was pretty awesome to see these two in the movie the first time ever. But overall, I would give it a B plus. I thought it was a pretty good action movie. I enjoyed.
I agree. I liked kind of the way Stallone and Arnold interacted with each other and the way they escaped was brilliant. I kind of just thought that bulk of the movie was great. I thought the other points, like when we first see Stallone break out of the first prison, was really cool. But the other characters aren't that interesting, except Vincent D'Onofrio's because of the twist at the end. I thought the villain was great, and the guards were great, and the location and design of the prison was excellent. I thought the way they dealt with racial relations, especially Muslim relation, was ridiculous. And I don't know, because it's an Arnold and Stallone film, their one-liners can get a little cheesy, but it's kind of one of those where you either like it or you hate it. I did enjoy it quite a bit, and I would give this movie a B plus or an 86%. Definitely pretty good. Not the best, but I did enjoy it quite a bit. Definitely underrated film. Definitely shouldn't be getting all the hate that it's been getting by reviewers. So, did enjoy it quite a bit. Thank you once again for sending me the code. Otherwise, I would have never seen it. And
You're welcome.
for anyone who's either seeing this live or is going to see this later, this is our first time doing this. So, let us know what you'd like us to improve on or what you'd like us to talk about more in the movies, and we'll do that. Hopefully our next review will be V for Vendetta with either the full Universe of the BlueTubers or 3 out of 4 people. It's been me, Seb,
Brian Mendoza.
and we'll catch you guys later. Peace, guys.
See ya.